York Yankees owner George Steinbrenner more than mildly suggested to his new manager Lou Piniella that it would be nice if the Pinstripers got off to a quick start this season. Sweet Lou apparently knows how to take a hint, as the Yankees made it 4 for 5 by beating the Brewers again 7-3 in New York. Bottom of the fifth, Teddy Higuera and the Brewers leading 1-0 until Dave Winfield steps up to the plate against a second-year left-hander. Boom! There it goes. Deep to left field, and this ball is way gone. Home run, 1-1 ball game. Yankees weren't done in the inning. All of a sudden, the crowd picks up with 2 on. Butch Oil and Weiniger takes Higuera deep to left field. Now, Butch has 2 homers this year, both 3-run dingers, 4-1 Yanks. Top of the 6th inning, the Brewers starting to come back against the eventual winning pitcher Dennis Rasmussen. Paul Molitor goes down and gets the pitch from Rasmussen, scoring Rick Cerrone with that single 4-2, but the Brewers bullpen failed. Mark Crystal Clear was not. He throws it way past Ricky Henderson and all the way to the backstop, scoring Pagliarulo on the wild pitch, and the Yankees go on to beat Milwaukee today by the score of 7-3. Rasmussen, the winner. Teddy Higuera takes the loss. He is now 1-1. Righetti came on to get a save. Meanwhile, at Cleveland, the Tribe erupted against Jack Morris and the Tigers. Morris, shaky first start, although he won. Shaky second start. Joe Carter goes down and gets this pitch way back to left center field. It's gone. The Indians lead it 2-0 in the first. Then 3 straight walks have loaded the bases for Morris. Then another tack. Wild pitch. Brooke Jacoby will score from third. The Tribe leads it 3-0 after 1. Stood that way till the 7th. Boom! Alan Trammell gets Detroit back into the game. A 2-run shot sends Mel Hall back. Forget it. It's gone. 3-2 game now as Evans scores ahead of Trammell. But in the 8th, the Tribe coming alive again. Brooke Jacoby goes opposite field. Kirk Gibson gives it a chase. But forget it. It's in the seats. 5-2 Indians. Morris has given up 6 homers already this year. Then Ernie Camacho, Macho Man, ends the game. King Lou Whitaker as he saves the win for Ken Schramm, who's now 2-0, as Cleveland beat Detroit today by the score of 6-2. Elsewhere, Seattle got only 1 run last night. I'm telling you, this team is going places. In the Homer Dome, they teed off on Frank 101 Strings Viola and the rest of the Twins. 16 hits. Tape measure homer for Gorman Thomas, his 3rd of the year. Homer for Danny Tartabull, a 2-run shot as Seattle bombed Minnesota 10-4. Mike Morgan, the winner. And on the coast out at Oakland, Reggie Jackson has moved to within 1 homer of 7th place on the all-time list, where Jimmy Fox is at 534. Reggie is 3rd of the year, number 533 lifetime, as California leads Oakland 9-3 behind Kirk McCaskill. Bob Boone is also homered.
And yes, there's more baseball. We'll check out the afternoon action in the National League when we come back.
And we will have highlights from an extraordinarily extra-inning affair between the Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. It did end, folks. And a bit later in the Sportscenter,
out in the National League East, they did that today in Philadelphia. You've heard about winning a game in a walk. Well, that's not exactly what happened, but Mets pitchers walked 14 batters today. The game went 14 innings, and the Phillies finally won it 9-8. We'll take a look at the highlights. We'll pick it up in the 2nd inning. Mets leading 1-0. Ray Knight at the plate, and he gets more wood than Homer Hornby on this one. Takes Steve Carlton deep to left. It's gone. Home run. 2-0 Mets. Now, the Phillies got it back in the 3rd. Bases loaded. Mike Schmidt, a 2-out single to left. That came off Sid Fernandez. Steve Jeltz, Milt Thompson come around to score. It's all tied at 2. We'll skip now to the top of the 8th inning. All tied 4-4. Mets rallying. Bases loaded. 2 out. And Lenny Dykstra, watch this, comes up with a little slap grounder, goes up the middle. It's through for a hit. George Foster scores. Come on, George. And here comes Ray Knight. Jackknife. He's in there safely. A 3-run rally. 7-4 Mets. Bottom of the 9th. Mets up 7-4. 2 men on. Steve Jeltz cracks one to the gap in right center. It came off Roger McDowell. Glenn Wilson scores. Here comes Von Hayes, and it's 7-6. Jeltz scored on a Gary Maddox hit to tie the game. Now let's go to the bottom of the 14th. All tied 8-8. Phillies loaded the bases. As we said, the Mets walked 14 Phillies today. Jeltz again, up the middle, a grounder. Glenn Wilson scores on the play. That was the winning run in the 14th. 9-8 Phillies over the Mets today. There's the final. Hudson, probably the last pitcher left in that game, gets the win. Neiman takes the loss 9-8, that final in 14 innings. Action like that. We see it right there. The other game in the National League this afternoon, Pittsburgh gets their first win of the year. This one over Chicago. Chicago got their first win last night. Rick Rhoden takes the win in that one. Lee Smith, the loser,